Hello everyone, good day. I greet you according to your time zone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you very much to all those that are subscribing, and to my old subscribers. Thank you very much, guys. I really love you all. And to my new subscribers, I love you more. Thank you very much. So today I'll be showing you how to make this straight gown, straight pencil gown, and the sleeve has a 3-step flay to it. So this is it. It's very simple, and the front is the princess that bust here. I'll show you the picture, though I did some adjustment from that one. So this is the picture here. Now you can see. So the next thing I will do now is to measure our length of our gown. So the half cut is 18. So if you want to determine the length of your gown, you are going to minus the half cut, then you measure the length. The length is 66. So I'll measure 60 first. You know our tape is not up to 66, then I will add the extra 6 inches to it. So that's how I'm going to measure it now. So what I will do is to measure my full length 66, then I will measure where it is, then I will mark it. So this place that I'm marking will serve as the up, because I want the border to be at the down part. So you can see that the border is at this other side now. So the next thing we will do is to measure the zip allowance. So the zip allowance is 1.5. That's 1.5 for the zip allowance. You can make use of 2. If it's an overlapping that you want to put at the back, you can make use of 3. So I'll make use of 1.5. So the next thing I'll do now is to determine the shoulder to the hip line. I'll make use of 27 for this gown. Normal hip line that I use is 25. Sorry guys. Then the next thing I'll do now, if you want to measure your hip line, you have to remove the half cut, which is 18. You measure the 27, then the knee line, I'll make use of 38 since he's tall. So what I'll do now is to insert my waist measurement. Don't forget that the waist measurement is divided by 4. The waist is 40, divided by 4 is 10, plus 2, that's 12. Then the hip is 46 divided by 4 is 11.5, plus 2, you insert it there. Then if you want to get your knee line, if you want it to be a very pencil gown, you are going to minus from your hip line. You minus 6 inches from your hip. From your hip, that's 40. You use it to get that place. You know the hip is 46, you minus 6 inches, 40, use it to get your knee line. Then for the down part, you know, after dividing the 40 that you use in getting your knee line, you have 10. So you minus 1, which is 9. You add 2 inches, that's what you use to get the down part. I don't know if you understand me. So this is it, guys. Now then we'll come over to the back side now. That's the bumper area now. For the zip allowance, I'll be removing half inches from the waist at the upper part, half inches from the waist. Then for this hip line at the back, I will not be removing. Then I'll go over to the down part where my tearing will be. You will first of all determine the length, how open you want it to be. So you connect it out. You are not removing anything from the bumper area, that's the hip line at the back. So you connect the half inches like so. So this is how you are going to connect it now. I don't know if you can see the way I draw. So you see how it is now. That's how you are going to make yours, so that after sewing, you see that the bumper area will look very relaxed and curvy at the back side. Half inches, that's what you'll be removing. So I'm using it to cut the front. So the only difference between the back and the front is the zipper allowance. Every other thing, they are the same. So you fold it into 2, remove your zip allowance, then cut exactly what's there. So that's it for the front, guys. So I finished cutting it now. This is the picture of it. So we are going to be keeping this one now. What we'll do is to cut the half cut. So I folded my fabric into 2. I'll just use the chalk to mark that place so that it serves as a guideline for me. I'm going to measure 1.5 for my zip allowance as well. So you measure it all through. Don't forget that the person's half cut is 18. So we are supposed to add 1 inches, making it 19 for the back, Abby. But this one, I will not be making use of the 19 inches. I'll be making use of 17 inches. So I will first of all minus 1 inches from the half cut, which is 18, making it 17. So I'll be making use of the 17 inches, because After sewing it, I don't want the back to be folded, to be skewed at the waist area because of excess. So I'll measure for the neck width, I use 2.5. For the neck depth, I use half an inch because the person said he wants the neck to be very high. Then for the shoulder is 8 plus half, that's 8.5. So you measure your 8.5. Then for the shoulder slope, I make use of 1. So I'll measure my 1 inches now, like so. Then from there, I'll measure my armhole measurement. The armhole measurement, don't forget 1 inches plus your shoulder measurement, that's what you will use. 8.5 plus 1, that's 9.5. So the bust, you divide it by 4, add 3 inches. So the bust is 46, divide by 4 is 11.5 plus 3 inches. Then the waist is 40, divide by 4, that's 10 plus 3 inches, that's 13. So this is how you are going to connect it for the back now. Then you cut it out. So let me explain again. If you want to measure your half cut, do not make use of the back half cut. Do not make use of your full length measurement for the half cut that you remove. Always ensure you minus 1 inch so that after sewing, you see that the back is straight, it's not folded. So the half cut now for the back, for the front now, is I'm using the 18 inches now plus 1 inches, that's 19 inches for the front, because the front is busty. So the neck width, I'll make use of 2.5 as well. Then the neck depth, I'll make use of 3 inches. So I'm going to connect it like so now. Then I'll make use of the same shoulder width. The shoulder is 8.5. 8 plus half, that's 8.5. Then 1 inches for the shoulder slope as well. Then we'll use whatever we have for the back armhole to get the front. Then we'll insert our bust measurement to it. Then the waist is 40 plus, divide by 4, that's 10 plus 3, that's 13. So you connect it like so. So since the front will be a princess that bust here, the next thing we'll do now is to determine the shoulder to the under bust. The shoulder to the under bust is 15 inches. So we are going to measure. I'll measure the 15.5 for the under bust. Okay, sorry, 16 inches, guys. Sorry, the under bust is 16 inches. I didn't add anything because I want the under bust to raise. I don't know how to explain, so that after wearing it, the bust will not drop like that. So then for the nipple point, you count 4 inches from your under bust, making it plus half inches, that's 12.5 for the nipple point. If the person does not have big bust, you can make use of 3, but this one she has big bust, so I'll make use of 4 plus half, 4.5. Then the nipple to nipple measurement, I'll make use of 4.5, that's 9. So you measure your 4.5, then you come over to the armhole measurement. Now you measure 5.5 or 5, but I made use of 5.5. You connect it to meet with the 4.5. So this is how the center part will look like now. So the next thing you do now is to go over to the other side. You measure 2 inches. Then to the armhole side now, you measure 1 inches from that 5 inches. You connect it like so. So this is how I measured it. I don't know if you understand. You measure 2 inches, then you connect it to meet with the nipple point. You just draw your curve like so now. So if you want me to make a tutorial on how to draft the princess that bust here, just comment it down, then I will do it. Then you are not going to trim the excess that is remaining, the allowance. You just make use of the allowance there. So you trim it now. So you can see the way it is now. This is for the front. So this is for the front now. It's very simple, guys. Then the next thing you do is to keep this one, then we'll cut the sleeve. So if you want to cut the sleeve, you are going to fold your sleeve into 4. But if you want to get it now, into 2 first will be 20, then into 2 again it will be 10. That is the basic the normal basic sleeve folding. So this is 20 now, but if the person has big round like those Christian mother arm, you can make use of 22, or you just measure it. So After folding it into 4, you have 10. So this is how you are going to fold it. You have 10 after folding it into 2. So we'll measure the length of the sleeve. So the length of the sleeve, I made use of 26 before, but I later changed it to 25 because it was too I found out that that's not the correct measurement. So the length of the sleeve is 25 plus half. That's 25 and half. To curve it, you just measure 4. Then you curve it to go and meet with that 4 inches. So this is how I normally drape my sleeve. And since I've been using it, I don't have any problem with it. So you can still try it out as well. Then you go over to the round armhole. The round armhole is 10. But I will not be making use of that 10. I'll be adding to it. So I'll add like 2 inches, making it 12. Because I love being on the safer side. So you can mark 14. Then from there you just insert the measurement of that round armhole measurement plus your normal allowance. So I made use of 8 there, so you just connect it to meet with that place. So this is how to get your sleeve. So if you want to determine where you insert your flay, so the first step you are going to check, I make use from the up, I make use of 5.5. Then the second line, I make use of 5. That's 5 there. I make use of 5. So you measure the 5. Then the other line again, you make use of 5 as well. The first line I make use of 5.5. The second line I make use of 5. Then the third line I make use of 5. So this is how I did it. So you are going to cut your 0 flay now that you are going to be inserting here. So I use 3 inches to determine the round circumference of the circle that I'll be removing. I don't know how to put it though. I use 3 inches to measure it all around. So you measure and see if it's up to what you want. I think I have 20, so it's more than enough. You can readjust it depending on you. Then for the length of the flay, I made use of 6. I made use of 6. You cut it, you mark the 6 all around like so. So we'll be needing 6 of this flay. We'll be needing 6. So I've finished arranging it. This is how it is now. So it's very simple, guys. So we have come to the end of today's tutorial. So if you don't understand anything, just comment it and we'll explain. Thank you very much, guys. Please help us to get to 1,000 subscribers. And I love you, but God loves you more. Thank you very much, guys. I love you all. Bye. Thank you.